trucks.
Yep.
We put that fire out there down there, and he had a bunch of beans in the hopper or whatever. They got water in there, because it almost turned to like concrete. You gotta be quick to we can turn it. Can dump it and dig it out.
Yeah, who would know about this? Oh, no, absolutely not.
Make sure you got the email.
Shake this morning. First cup of coffee.
Yeah. No, actually, it's not.
He seems like a very busy guy. Well, he gets that figured out. Well, what do you gotta do? You gotta get one of those. Is that you?
That's my alarm to remind me not to miss this meeting. My pacemaker going off.
You're just, you got your fingers and everything. That's what happens when you're a high roller.
Got his thumb on the pulse.
Godfather of fiber.
That's right.
Godfather of fiber. In Orange County. You need Daniel?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's right.
Oh, no, I need some.
I'm glad she's happy.
She said, I'd like to not have to do anything to the grass.
Yeah.
She said, Daniel thinks maybe this section has to be best work. And I said, "Well, I trust him, he says it's something right, so."
Always
Morning,
Morning, John. How are you?
How are you doing?
I know, John.
A whole lot.
We're in the same boat then, buddy.
Thank you.
You should be chief of police.
I will be back.
Raised over while I found it.
Hi, John.
Thank you. I found it.
You got more paper early?
Sure, we're in favor.
Did you get those pictures down?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I didn't get
Russian. Blowing mud all over.
We're fat.
He didn't make it this morning.
Did get up, right?
Yeah, you gotta state your name, put your name, email, and put your
How are you?
So, at the top.
Hi, I'm Randy.
I'm Dylan. Nice to meet you. Dylan Schaefer.
Hi, Dylan.
Steve Dodge. Nice to meet you, Neil. Yeah.
I had some contact with Coca Lake a few years ago.
Good, Lord, how you doing?
I was president of Netflix.
Oh, okay.
I'm that guy that brought some of that internet down in that area. Good to hear you guys.
That's your, the jury's still out.
Yeah, we'll see.
Welcome.
It's compliment on your boys too.
Good. I like that.
Yep, I do too.
Let me know when it's time. I don't have my phone.
It's 8:57 right now.
You guys want some coffee or water or anything?
Thank you. Don't go in that room.
Yeah.
Can't go in there. Yeah.
That's where the cold beer's kept, so don't go in there.
Yeah.
You stirred up a lot of people this morning on one lock door.
I know.
That's all it takes. Everybody's days off.
Everybody's looking over here, they're not looking over there.
We couldn't answer, perpetrator have to give us no.
I thought it was, we'll look into that.
No. Seriously, no. Can't do that. We're under a farm band right now.
No, Ben left it. Till next week when it gets dry again.
It'll be back. Don't rain for too long, it'll be back.
Yeah.
About 15 seconds.
Okay.
Good.
All right. Open with the pledge. Randy, would you put a play for us?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heavenly Father, we just thank you for the opportunity to give us to come in and conduct the business of the town. We pray safety for our employees and pray for guidance as we make decisions. We ask all this in Jesus' name.
Steve, you're up.
All right. Start off by and thank you for giving us the opportunity to come up. I think we've had the introduction, but my name is Steve Dodd. I'm General Manager at Patoka Water. Also with me today is Dylan Schaefer. He is our controller. We kind of
Everybody up here?
John Paul.
yeah, we kind of
Don Lindley,
okay.
Randy,
Clark, yeah.
and I don't know if you know John down there on the end.
I've heard of him before. Yeah.
Daniel's our superintendent, and Robert is our CFO.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to discuss a little bit today was how it has been handled in the past and how we will be handled in going forward. When Patoka Water has a leak and we have to shut, or you guys shut, we shut the pits off for the town of Orleans. In the past, it's been handled that when you guys switched to Mitchell, that bill, when you got the bill from Mitchell, you would send us that bill and we would credit you for that entire bill. That has changed. So the board passed a resolution, our board passed a resolution that moving forward, if we have you guys shut off and for a period of time that you cannot possibly get your minimum for the month, your minimum charge will be waived and you will only be billed for actual water used. So you're not paying for water that you don't get. What we're trying to do is make a standardized, we don't have any written agreements. We've never had a written agreement with the town of Orleans for this. We haven't done this with any other wholesaler in the past. You guys are the only ones that we have handled the situation this way. We do have other wholesale customers that have alternate sources, and they have switched to those, but we have not done anything to reimburse them for it. So we're just trying to make it standardized so that we're fair to all of our wholesale customers moving forward. Sure.
I think the only problem that we have is that we pay more for Richard Water than we do for you. So,
Yeah.
Randy, Don, whatever.
This resolution that I abstained from the vote on.
Yeah.
But the reason I'm in favor of it, but I don't think it was burned up. And it seems like the reason for the arrangement in the past was that if Patoka asked Orleans to shut it off so they could keep out of a boil advisory or they could keep water to tank 10 and all the way out to Leipzig to the county line in Washington County, by opening that valve down there by the veterinary's office in order to supplement, but they couldn't. They can't keep, if the tanks are low, you can't keep the tank 10 and consequently Orleans tank full without opening that valve up more.
Yeah.
Which eventually causes Joey a lot of problems on Marshall Road.
Yeah.
And so in order to help Patoka, part of the reason, not every time, part of the reason would be that we, are opening it for your convenience, your benefit also. And I know the bill's been paid, all of it in the past, which probably was not the right thing to do, but the difference, but we are still, turning on Mitchell in some cases for $6.50 per thousand.
Yeah.
Versus $3.40 that we would have paid had you been able to furnish it. Or if we'd have, if the tanks are full and so forth, then it won't make any difference. That 3 days testing has a lot to do with it, as far as to get a clear sample for a leak.
Yeah, exactly.
But anytime there's a leak in that French lick line that feeds phase 4 and phase 6, it affects us. You have to shut down. I mean, you shut down on both sides, I guess, the leak. And
Yes.
fix it and go on. And I don't know, when you open back up, or maybe you don't open it back up until you get a clear sample. I still believe that Kokomo at least paid a $3.10 difference, but Pat don't agree with that, and the majority of the board don't agree with it, and so forth, so I'm not sure we can do much about it, but,
Yeah, and John, to your point, yeah, I can't disagree with anything that you're saying on it. I think we have a lot of staff as well that would agree with that. It could potentially cause us more issues as far as having more people on board advisory. Unfortunately, this is the cards that we're dealt. So moving forward, this is how how we need to handle it. We've had a great working relationship with the town of Orleans. With Daniel, works great with all of our guys. You know, we don't want this to cause problems. You know, we want to work well together. We strive for that. Our goal is to provide quality water at the most affordable price for all of our customers. So we got to look at our customer base as a whole and treat everybody fairly. So that's what we're trying to do.
So this ordinance is for all your wholesalers?
Yes,
St. Henry, the wholesaler, is that right?
yes, that's correct.
Okay, and then I think there's a few more.
Yeah.
So everybody.
Everybody will, yes, will.
So this is just standardized.
It's standardized for all.
some of those water sources don't belong to them, don't they? I mean, like Santa Claus, they get water from us and them wells down there.
Yeah, they do produce their own water. Open City does as well.
And Huntingburg, they got that lake, so
Yeah,
they got an altar.
Yeah, St. Anthony.
They own it. We don't own it.
yeah. St. Anthony, they do purchase water from Huntingburg. Du Bois purchases water from Jasper. Pike Gibson can purchase water from Petersburg. Antro can purchase water from Tell City, and they do that on occasion when we have issues.
And on the,
Stay out of the blood advisory or what it might be, they purchase water from other sources.
and on the other hand, I think I'm correct. They did allow us to reduce our minimum some
Yes.
time ago because
Yeah, it wasn't.
we wasn't used as much.
It was
so-
200,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
270,000 gallons a day, and then we reduced that to 200,000.
That's another.
And that has made a big difference in it because you're
Yeah.
using more of what your contracted
Yeah.
minimum are, where before you were way below it, so you were
So that
paying
was
for,
a plus.
you were paying for a lot of water that you didn't get. So by
Turns out, though,
reduction,
Steve, that's really caused us some problems by reducing the minimum. I know we asked for it and got it and so forth, but the problem with the 200,000, of course, we can draw up to 300,000. But they got us throttled now to the 300,000. And Mitchell, sometimes we have trouble pushing water over that hill to Mitchell, to our customers on Mitchell line like that.
Yeah.
Which before, and I'm not sure how they balance that out on cutting that flow down, what is 208,000 gallons a minute that we're allowed to draw toward that all day long.
and I think though, Dan, you probably know a little bit more about this than I do, but I think each pit is set up to be able to take that full amount, but you alternate between pits. You don't take from both pits at simultaneously, correct? Yeah. And typically the way we do it with wholesale customers, if the max is 208 gallons per minute, and they have 2 pits. We set it up, it would be 104 at each pit. We split that up between the two, or 75, 25, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, I'm a little off balance, but the south bit's more, I'm a little off balance there, but that's my main.
Who adjusts, do we control that or Dakota?
But I think it's the way it's set up, you're actually taking more than, but you only operate one of those pits, the south pit or the north pit.
And I'm not, with that smooth pressure sustaining valve down there, I'm not taking the max anyways. I'm not getting the max through our pit
In south or
on
north,
the south.
but you're getting the max through the north pit on the Winter Hill.
Yeah, and I think the issues with Premier shutting down up there, that's eliminated a lot of issues up there.
You mean this seasonal, shut
Yeah.
down, you mean?
No, they're not doing, all they're doing up there now is propane and fuel. There's no
No more spraying,
sprayers, no nothing. It all moved to South Pillow. So
so that helped,
that kind of cured the problem we were having itself.
definitely not selling water.
Right.
Okay, is there any more discussions on this resolution?
Thank you guys for coming.
I appreciate the opportunity to
We need to.
try to explain this.
You're welcome to stay, but you're also welcome to leave.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
all right, thank you guys, appreciate it.
Thanks.
Ever have any questions, feel free to reach out.
That was the bean counter down.
Yeah,
That's right.
we know, he and I know where your office is.
Yeah, stop by anytime if you need something. Doors are always open.
Thank you.
All right, thank
Thanks a
you,
lot.
have a great day.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. Excuse me. We're back to telling people when they can trick or treat or not.
Well, traditionally, every city in town is asked to set a date and time, and that's been done for 100 years. And people, the radio stations, the schools, the churches are calling us, asking us when we're gonna do it. So I just need you, like in the past, we've done it for one night, Halloween night, which is on a Friday, I think, this year. And we've done it from the hours of 6 and 9. That's okay.
Everybody okay with that? We're going to set them for 6 to 9 on the day of Halloween. Okay, did you have something you want to say about the resolution? Somebody? Okay. Oh, we don't sign it? I've always signed it.
Paul, did you look at that resolution?
Yes, I did. I would be happy to discuss it with you later.
Okay, so we didn't have to do anything.
No, they were just telling us
That's what's going on.
take it or leave it.
Okay, got it.
Pretty much that's what I got.
Yeah, I like rate increases.
I was confused. Okay.
Pretty much same.
Okay, this water main on Mathers.
Randy, probably
Yeah,
speak to that.
I went and talked to Carrie Bonner yesterday morning. She was very complimentary to Daniel and the staff that, you know, they did it as judiciously as they could. She said that Daniel found the shut-off valve on the other side of the road that certainly helped so that she didn't have all of the water running in her basement when she had trees. She was very happy, and she said Daniel found replaced a piece of pipe, and that had to be replaced before. She's in hopes that that works, and she's very complimentary. And I said, we talked about it. That's what the homeowner told me. She got a big mess of red clay in her yard, but she doesn't like it. She likes to do. Then the night before, I went to see her uncle Don at his house. And he was concerned about it too, and so we talked about that. And talked about a 4-inch line that goes between his property and up there and shut off. You know, made of some kind of old asbestos pipe that might need to be replaced. I didn't talk to you about
The leaks have been in that pipe. That been in the repair is
The last one was, we had a piece of AC pipe that was about 6 inches long. Well, we've been in there several times, and I don't know who before, but basically, that tree, the roots had grown around that pipe, and was crushing the pipe. And somehow, some way, of course, like I said, we didn't know that valve was there, so I found it on some plans and was able to locate it in the edge of the asphalt, and then take it over. So each time we were fixing the ply, I was trying to get it, as fast as we could, making a mess. Being able to shut it down, we got it all dug out. We could see what was there. It looked like it was,
Yeah, you replaced that whole thing. I went up there later and looked at it too. I couldn't get away with talking all meeting. I told him, well, he asked me about if he always told you. I told him, yeah.
So, has there been a lot of leaks there?
we had one on June 15th of 21. We had two on the 8th of September of 22, and then one Monday.
Oh, okay, so it's not leaking every
How many claims?
month, so.
One clamp, one tap, and 4 high maxes is what I did, yeah.
Is there anything else we need to do to it?
I mean, we could replace it at some point, but I don't know if it's necessarily necessary.
You replace the whole line, like the whole main.
What's the temperature down there on the Roosevelt?
I think it's a 6-inch cast iron, isn't it?
Does it come up in the roll?
No, I had to look at the
That's
map.
not the roll, it's Adams.
Adams, yeah. There's a 4-inch AC line coming up Adams from the highway to Roosevelt. And then I think it ties into that 6-inch cast that's running north and south. And then I think that line that goes, line we're talking about is on south a little bit, going through that alley.
The line's working fine now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, any other discussion on that line we need to talk about? Okay, we need to advertise for a new planning administrator, and we've had some modifications to our original thing. And is everybody okay with these, John?
There's one thing that I was wondering about, yet you can waive it, I guess, but under the educational requirements, it says you're supposed to have a minimum of 3 years of experience in permit issuance, zoning compliance, code enforcement, or related fields. That's
Quite a bit.
that really limits,
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. I read that to begin with, and
you think it needs to be left in there?
I don't think it does.
Then you make that kind of just an optional thing, like some background field, experience helpful.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't we put after GED, put a period, and then something like,
Like experience in building trades,
yeah,
something like that. I mean, not necessarily in code enforcement and permit issuance, but we want somebody, we really want, I think a perfect candidate would be somebody that's experienced in the building trades. I don't know how else to say it, but, carpentry,
Yeah.
some
That's
basic
not our
understanding.
major emphasis right now. I mean, that's a part of it. But
Right, but
the
I
major
mean,
emphasis is open code enforcement as far as cleanup and
right.
so forth.
But we don't, code enforcement, as far as unkept properties, that's pretty much self-explanatory, but really the only experience, we're just looking for an individual that has experience. The only experience I would expect them to have would be in the building trades.
I like, what was the wording you
I
just?
thought it ought to be something like, background in building helpful.
Yeah.
Something
I
like
think
that.
we ought to.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, this kind of says
Period in
a
there.
minimum of 3 years. Well, that's pretty hard to find, I guess.
Yeah, but it would be ideal,
Sure.
ideally, how about ideally, the applicant would have this,
Right.
but,
But not necessary.
Not bad.
yeah.
Yeah, put something like, a minimum of 3 years experience in permit issuance, zoning, compliance, code enforcement, or related fields, but not necessary, something like that.
Or helpful.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I sent you, and I think originally when I sent the job description for your review, I sent you the sample of the display ad we placed last time. And I can send that back around again for everybody to look
I
at.
think we kind of modified it.
If you're okay with that, we'll try to get that posted. And then I always have that job,
Language too, it's okay to send it to you to look at.
and then this job description will be on file if anybody wants to come in and get a copy of
Okay. That sound right, everybody?
We could put it on the website too, on the YouTube channel.
Okay. Sounds good. Other business?
it. Okay, I need some authorization. I did get from USI, they're preparing they prepared the estimates for this next round of community crossing, and there's 3 different projects. They're asking for my office to submit a financial commitment letter, and I just want you to be okay with these totals. The 3 projects, one of them is the Rejuvenator. Our local match for that, if we were to get the grant, would be $9,997. The Crack Seal project, our local match would be $6,582. And the paving or surface would be, our match would be $15,618. So we would be putting in an amount total of $32,197 of local money for match. And in the past, I've paid that out of edit money. I just want to be sure you're okay with us committing those amounts.
It ain't choice, no choice, is there?
No, but I want you to be okay with it because I'm going to sign these letters. They were asking me to sign a commitment letter.
I'm way around and I take that out ahead, I think we have it in the past.
Okay. I just want you to
That's
be
fine.
okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
And I did, we had to have Johnny Howard do the DocuSign for the documents, so I've got that set up. I think in the past, John was on there.
Okay.
So we've got that taken care of.
All right.
Did you get the opioid thing signed?
Yes, we've signed up for that, so that's good.
You got something for us today?
I'm just out and about today and thought I'd stop by and say hello.
Okay.
In addition to,
Bring the bill.
no, this is a check for a change.
Oh, there we go.
Robert had asked for a donation to your Chamber of Commerce golf outing.
Thank
Whole
you.
sponsor, we're gonna be a whole
Thank you,
sponsor. So there
Thank you,
you go.
buddy. Look at that.
Thank you very
Give it-
There you
Better than
go.
a bill, that beats a bill.
No bill, no bill tonight.
Beats the bill every time.
So.
Thank
there
you,
go.
Matt.
All I
Appreciate
want to
you
say is
guys.
good morning.
I got a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Lisa Bocello down at Evansville, she's been helping me some on the, it's lead service line in Peoria. And I've attended 3 or 4 meetings of 120 water. They have these seminars and so forth. They're kind of dry and boring, but anyhow, I sat through them. And we, if I understand it right, this November, we've got to send notices to all those 106 or whatever people that we sent to before, with the exception of the ones that we have identified.
That is correct.
And we need to get the thing updated.
That's correct.
So, we understand that. But then in November 27, we're supposed to have all of them identified.
That's correct. That's the goal of the state, yes.
So,
There's one more round of funding out there to do that.
is there?
Um,
Well,
That's up to you guys. I mean, there's money
but
to,
that's going, a lot of cases, that's going to take potholing or something to do it. And it's a little confusing to me on the length of the lead gooseneck.
well, there's
2
even
feet or
confusion
shorter,
on what
you
a
know,
gooseneck really is.
Huh?
There's confusion on what a gooseneck is too at the moment.
Is there?
Yeah.
Well,
There's about
we
3 different
understand
definitions.
it's a piece of lead that's so long, it's
Exactly.
hooks to the main, hooks to the service line.
That's
Uh,
the common sense one, but
But it's, they keep they keep moving that length of that thing around. It was 4 feet to start with.
Mhm.
Now it's down to 2 feet.
Uh-huh.
So,
I,
I don't know what else is going.
I don't have a crystal ball either. We're trying to stay on top of it, but
They did say, one thing they did say, instead of, if you got a whole lot of them, which you've identified, it's best to resubmit than it is to try to go in there and correct them. But, I mean, I don't know how many we've identified out of that 106, but probably less than 10 we have working.
the
We're
big
gonna have to.
We're around 96 probably. Unidentified.
Well, something.
Thereabouts.
A little less than 100 maybe.
So do you think this is something we should look for a grant? If we're gonna have to pothole, I think that's what I heard, that something does, assume we have to dig down, and actually look at the
you
line.
do, you gotta see what's in the ground.
And I mean, if we got a grant, would that pay for someone else to do it for us?
Yes.
I know like ISI did all my Elvis, I think that's what grant said.
Yeah, they done 2,000 or
Yeah.
something in there.
Yeah, it was a bunch, I know that,
Yeah.
so maybe that's something we should look at.
It's an IFA grant, is it?
Same program through the, yes, the state revolving fund through Indiana Finance Authority.
Yeah.
It's the last round of money that was issued back under former president.
Yeah.
They did 5 years of American Rescue Plan money. And this is the 5th year that IFA, this is their last year of money to have for
Can
that
we do
service.
that on our own? Can we apply for that on our own?
You can, yeah. I mean, you can do that in-house. They would suggest an engineering firm do the actual potholing and things, so to help you identify it. But you can do it on your own, or
How much extra does it cost us if you do the application?
I'd have to go back. John, I gotta ask Eric. I can find out.
How long do we have to do this? Until the end of this year?
Well,
November 27th.
those letters gotta
I'm
go.
talking about the grant.
The grant would be due on April 1st.
Okay.
So you got a little time, but not,
But
Yeah.
the deadline,
I
to
mean, I think.
get- the deadline to get this work done is November 27th, but they, like he says, there may be a timeline for applying for a grant in order to.
Will there be any reason we wouldn't apply for a grant to do this?
I don't know.
most of them are 0% interest. There's some grant money mixed with 0% loan.
Well, okay.
You know, you can argue a 0% loan really a grant or
They
not,
can give
but
us a quote on it.
Okay.
that's,
Would you give us a quote on helping us with this grant, going from
I can
there?
do that.
Okay,
I will get with Eric partially, and
because it'd be nice,
we're
really,
doing it, we're
to-
doing it for Payola, and we're doing it for other
yeah,
places, so
and,
I just wasn't
I
sure.
I think it'd be nice if we could get the money, instead of the town crew having to do all this, we could hire somebody.
But in the short
Not like
term,
they don't have enough to do anyway.
We ain't got a phone over anything.
short term, I get those letters out.
Well, how much would it cost to pothole 96 services?
I don't know, that's what I'm thinking. I was sitting here thinking.
I mean, we're gonna waste a bunch
It's
of
not
time
worth
and money
going through
over
the grant
$5,000.
If you guys,
I don't know.
If it was $50, I mean, that's not like
I don't know, that's.
I mean, you can rent one of those trailers, right?
Well, let's get a quote, then we can compare.
Yeah.
Yeah, my thought was get some pricing, see what somebody, come in pothole 100 meters.
If we know his quote, we know what's that, then we can decide whether we want them to go ahead or you go ahead.
So Commonwealth's gonna get us a. quote.
Yeah, I think we should. I don't see a reason not to.
okay,
Okay,
you
do
do,
that.
that's all I had.
And you might, if you get a chance, see what it would cost us to do it, right? You know, like my written, whatever this thing is, I don't know what pothole it is, so,
It's a high pressure washer with a suction on it.
okay.
Pretty much.
Big shot back.
Pretty much. Pretty big wet drive.
Yeah, okay. So, okay, sounds good, thank you.
That's all I had.
Do we, I assume that we got charged for Lisa helping me last year on that. When she done the submission.
John, I'd have to go back and look.
She said they'd be charged, but I don't know if we got a bill.
I would assume you did. I can look if you want me to.
Yeah, whatever it was.
I did want to remind you, we're still trying to get some wastewater surveys.
We
We
have
had that in the
success.
paper. We tried to get people to come in the office, but if you have any of those, it's kind of important. Jessica has asked for a lot of additional information about us, Commonwealth, and Scott to help us on some things. But if you have not done that, it's important each of us
I've done it.
submit that.
I did it online.
All right, thank you. And it is in the paper this week, and we've had it on the website, and we'll put something out today again on Reach Alert. So the other thing that I have, and then I'm done, I think, Mr. President, I'm going to submit to you today, we need to really replace the truck at the wastewater treatment plant. It's 2008. We can't really drive it in the wintertime. It's the oldest truck we've got in the town fleet. And we've got a couple of quotes. I just want you, I send those to you for you to look at so we can talk about that. But that truck needs to be replaced.
Did we budget money for something like
There is
that? Or would that come out of the
That
sewer?
would come out of the sewer. But it does need to be replaced before winter if we could.
That just jogged my memory. I went out and talked to Babcock's about another price on those trucks are running, use some price on. And they said they would get something. I don't know if they,
Okay.
I told her to send it to Robert.
That'd be good.
And
Okay,
they first said that if it was a contract that John Jones had the contract for the state to do that, and they couldn't. But then they thought of something else.
Okay.
They might. But if they don't do the outfitting or upfitting or whatever, we have to get somebody like Don Wesley or somebody else to do that.
what all has to be done to it? Yeah, okay.
Tinted windows.
Yeah, okay.
No, not tinted windows, because it's already on there.
Okay.
This is something to do with it's something related to bar stuff.
Yeah.
Probably gonna have a siren on it.
Lights,
Lights and siren, I mean.
flashing lights, okay. Well, let's not do anything until we find out from Babcock for sure if they can do something.
Yeah, the money's not gonna be available for next year.
January, yeah,
We still gotta adopt the budget, and it's still gotta be approved.
right.
Of course, the sewer thing don't come, don't,
That's
DOT
settled.
ever look at that.
John Paul, do you have anything, boys? Marshall?
Yes.
Daniel, anything? John, Randy?
We're finalizing our dinner.
Oh, okay, yeah, is that next
Are
week?
you,
I may be able to come, I'm trying to get out of that trip for
why? Just for our dinner? I go to Florida.
Must be a good dinner.
Well, it is. I still go to Florida.
I don't wanna go in there.
Oh, well, that's up to you.
To Florida, not the dinner.
Hey, you're on TV.
Who you going
Could
with?
be rough when you get home, be careful. No, John, when, John, do you think you might know for sure? 'Cause we are really getting,
Next day or so. Next day or so.
just let Robert know or call.
Okay.
Shoot me a text.
I wanna get registered for the other stuff.
You're all registered for that.
Or we
Daniel's gonna go down, Daniel and I are gonna go down for Wednesday session to meet with the vendors. You're registered as well.
Is that next week?
No, it's the middle part of, it's like the 20th,
20th,
21st, 23rd.
I was gonna say, cause the golf tournament's next week.
You know, it's the middle part of October.
Cleanup week is next week.
Cleanup week is this coming week, and everybody got flyers. We sent out flyers to all the households. We sent out Reach Alert. We've been putting out a lot of stuff on that.
I noticed
Send one
there
to-
was- Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Send one to Amy Mills and Scott Carr.
I noticed that there was a couch and some bedding picked up on Washington Street in the last month or so. Did we do that?
We did.
Thank you very much.
Tried to do a little pre-clean.
Yeah, good deal, good deal. Glad to see that. Okay, does anybody have anything else?
I make a motion to adjourn.
second.
All right, good motion to adjourn, second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? This meeting is adjourned. Okay.
I do need some signatures. I have the sewer adjustment from last month.
I thought that was all we didn't have, didn't we?